Have you ever wondered how doctors can quickly know if a patient has anemia, infection, or a blood disorder using your blood sample? The answer lies in a blood analysis. These advanced laboratory instruments measure blood cell counts, hemoglobin levels within minutes. As biomedical engineers, our responsibility goes beyond operating this machine. We ensure that they work accurately every day. Even a small fault can lead to incorrect diagnosis and affect patient safety. In this video, we'll explore the most common blood analyzer problems and learn practical troubleshooting techniques used in hospitals and diagnostic laboratories. Before getting into a full video, please subscribe to our channel Mr. Biomedical and press the bell icon so that you will not miss the upcoming videos. Now in this video, we are going to see troubleshooting of the blood analyzer. Let's start with one of the most frequent issues, that is sample aspiration problems. When the analyzer cannot properly draw the blood into the system, you will notice such signs: no sample detected, incomplete aspiration, or low sample volume alarms. The most common causes include blocked aspiration tube probe, which means there is some block in the aspiration probe, or blood sample is clotted, or there is a air leaks in the tubing. To solve this, we have to first clean the aspiration probe thoroughly, inspect all the tubing connections for leaks, and ensure the blood sample is properly mixed in an EDTA tube. Remember, many analyzer errors start even before the sample enters the machine. Next, let's discuss fluidic system blockages. Think of the fluidic system as the blood gas analyzer's circulatory system. If tubing becomes blocked by blood clots, reagent crystallization, or debris, the analyzer struggles to process the sample correctly. What are the typical symptoms which we can see is slow operation, unusually high background counts, and abnormal CBC results. The first troubleshooting step is running the instrument's cleaning cycle. If the issue persists even after cleaning, flush the tubing and inspect for damaged sections that may need replacement. Regular cleaning significantly reduces the problems and improves the analyzer's reliability. And another critical issue involves reagents and calibration. If the analyzer fails quality controls check or produces inaccurate blood counts, reagent related problems should be suspected. The reagent might be expired, or empty reagent bottles we might have used, or calibration drift are common causes. Start by checking the reagent expiry date and ensure there is a sufficient volume of a reagent. If everything looks fine, perform recalibration and run the quality control sample. Calibration ensures the analyzer's measurements remain accurate over time. Never ignore QC failures because patient treatment decision often depends directly on this laboratory results. The best troubleshooting strategy is preventing faults before they occur. Daily maintenance should include cleaning the sample probes, checking the reagent level, and the weekly task involves running a deep cleaning cycle, inspecting the tube for a blockage. Monthly maintenance include calibration verification and checking tubes and sensors. Consistent preventive maintenance reduces the downtime, improves the accuracy, and extends the equipment lifespan. As future biomedical engineers, mastering troubleshooting and maintenance will help ensure reliable laboratory results and better patient care. And thank you for watching and keep learning the technologies that save lives every day. To learn this, please subscribe to our channel Mr. Biomedical and share it with your friends.